All right, moving along with our prediction videos. We're going to go ahead and move on to Texas. Texas has some high expectations this year. I would kind of go ahead and lean towards that as well. They have a ton of returning talent. They've got the quarterback coming back. He had a pretty decent year last year, Quinn Ewers. And This is Sark's third year. This is all Sark's guys that should be here now. I mean, most of the people that was there from Tom Herman and the previous coach are all gone now. So this is all Sark's team and coaches that are there now. So this is a prove it year for Sark, in my opinion. I think that he needs to go no worse than 10-2, be quite honest, and a Big 12 championship appearance. Anything less than that would probably be a big disappointment, honestly. I mean, he should. I mean, I guess 9-3 would be all right too. But honestly, with how down the Big 12 is this year, I think that he needs to be going to the Big 12 championship game because Texas is just too talented of a team to have another letdown year. But once again, they've done this time and time and time after again and again. But maybe this is the year. We'll see. We hear that every year, but I think this is the year. And we're going to go through the schedule now and see what I think. First game is against Rice. This is basically just a warm-up game. Should be an easy win. I mean, not really much to say about this. Rice is a lower tier group of 5 teams, so this shouldn't be no challenge. It should be over at the half. So easy W there. Now your second game is your second out of conference game, I should say, is at Alabama in Tuscaloosa. This is going to be a very tough game. This is probably Texas's toughest game, honestly. Well, one of them at least. This is going to be a huge challenge and a huge prove-it game. Now, that if you lose this game, it doesn't mean that you're out of the Big 12 race, obviously, because it's an out-of-conference game. But if you go into Tuscaloosa and win this game, this is going to be a humongous win for Texas as a program and for Sark as a coach to go in there and beat his former boss, Nick Saban, in his house. This game was a lot closer last year than what everyone expected, including me. I thought it was going to be a blowout win for Alabama, but I was proven wrong. Texas came to play. Alabama made a ton of stupid penalties, and the defense was not that great. Alabama got rid of both their coordinators. Everyone knows the story, but they do have a lot of question marks. That's the issue, especially at quarterback. Alabama's defense will be pretty good. I think they'll be better this year than last year. The offense is a big question mark, though. We're expecting them to go with a big ground and pound game, kind of like what they used to be. The issue with that is, yes, if it works, you can run out the time and beat Texas. But if it doesn't work and if they don't get into a rhythm, Texas can take advantage of that, and their offense can wear down Alabama's defense, and they can start scoring points, and they could be up by 2 touchdowns. I mean, just a matter of a few minutes. I mean, that's just how it could go. This game could go either way, in my opinion. I think this is a toss-up game because of how many question marks Alabama has coming into this. But I think Texas gets this win. I think that they break through, and I think they give Alabama their first loss of the season. And this is going to be a huge statement win for Sark. I really think Texas is going to win this game. Especially after what I saw last year, I was very impressed. So, yeah, I think Texas wins this game. And this is going to jump them up way up in the polls when this happens. And, yeah. Next week is Wyoming. Again, another easy win. Nothing really to say about this. This will end the out-of-conference schedule. So I think you're going to go 3-0. Next game is at Baylor. This is going to be a tough game, in my opinion, because Baylor is, I think, going to be better than last year. And I think that Dave Aranda is going to have his team ready to go in this one. And I think this is where Texas trips up. I think this is your first loss of the season at Baylor. I just have that feeling because, I mean, you just came off of, I mean, a couple of weeks ago, you came off the big win in Alabama at Tuscaloosa. And I think that Dave Aranda is going to be very ready for you. So I think that you trip up and you lose at Baylor and Waco. Next game is against Kansas at home. You blew out Kansas last year. I expect you to do it again. Kansas can score some points, but Texas should win this one probably pretty easily. I expect this one to be a pretty easy win. Next game is the Red River Shootout against OU. If you saw my OU prediction video, you already know I have Texas winning this game. I think they're just ahead of Oklahoma right now, and I don't think that Brent Venables has all the guys and pieces there just yet for his defense that he wants there. It's going to take him probably another year or two to get up where Texas is right now. So I think they are like a couple years behind or so. So Oklahoma's still in rebuilding mode after the Lincoln Riley debacle. So I think Texas wins this game. Maybe not as easily as last year because it was an embarrassment, but I still think Texas wins this game. Next game is at Houston. Houston's not going to be that great in my opinion. I know they have Dana Holgerson there, and he was at West Virginia for a while, and he runs that air raid offense, but I don't see this one being close at all. This should be a blowout win for Texas. Next game is at home against BYU. If this was at BYU, I would say that this might be a trap game, just because it's different playing in the mountains and at BYU. But I don't see this one being much of a challenge at home for Texas. I think they should win this one probably pretty easily as well. Next game is at home against Kansas State. This is going to be a tough one because Kansas State has a strong running game. And they like to bleed the clock out and play like a strong power running game. And I think that Kansas State will limit the possessions of Texas, but I just have that feeling that Texas is going to pull it out at home. I just think that they'll beat Kansas State. I don't think Kansas State is going to have the defense to contain Texas's offense for a longevity of the game. Next game is at home against TCU. TCU will probably be pretty decent, but they're not going to be like they were last year. They're probably about a middle of the pack team, maybe like an 8-win team. But this was a great game last year, and it turned into a defensive struggle, like really surprisingly. No one really saw it coming. We thought that there was going to be like a ton of points being scored, but it was like the complete opposite. So it's kind of a strange game. But anyways, I've got TCU losing this game as well. I think Texas gets this win at home. And TCU, I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off this time. All right, next game is at Iowa State. Iowa State is going to be better than last year, I think. They had a pretty good defense last year, but their offense just could not score. I didn't really understand what the problem was there, but especially with Matt Campbell being an offensive coach, it's kind of weird. But anyways, at Iowa State, they are always primed for an upset, but with this one in Ames at the end of the season, I just have a feeling that Texas is going to slip up, and this might be the game that they do it at Iowa State. Could be wrong. Could be another game. It could be, maybe against Kansas State at home, or, it could be the Red River Shootout, or maybe they lose that game at Alabama. I'm just trying to make a prediction here of what I think they're going to go for the record, and I'm going to go ahead and pick Iowa State as their second loss since it's in Ames at the end of the season. Just a wild guess. Last game is at home against Texas Tech. Texas Tech is going to be a good team this year. They're going to be probably at the top of the Big 12 with the rest of the big boys just because they have a great coach, and he's a great motivator, and I've been very impressed with him since he came in the Big 12. They recruited very well, so I think this game is close. They won this game last year. If you didn't know that, it was actually really surprising that they won, but that was in Lubbock. This time it's in Austin. I think Texas wins this game at the end of the year because they're angry and they want to be in the Big 12 championship game. And the loss the week before is going to knock them out of the college football playoff talk. So I think that they win this game and they book their ticket to the Big 12 championship game. So I've got Texas going 10-2. Maybe they go 9-3 or maybe they go 11-1. We don't know. This is just predictions. So, all right, let me know what you guys think about how Texas is going to do this season. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.